Hello there guys, my name is Jay or the 8 and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival, where today we are going to focus on getting some stuff put in the production line as well as looking at the flying squirrel. Now a lot of you guys liked me to refit this and a lot of you guys wanted me to take it apart, and thank you for the input. Now I think we're gonna go with a complete new ship. Reason for that is because I want the new ship to have the capability of me just sitting in an open cockpit with some armoured windows on the front. That's my own personal preference. Reason why is because I figured, why not just have this open when we're on planets like this with oxygen levels and whatever else, because that means we'll be breathing oxygen when we're sitting in the cockpit and stuff. So that's what I want to do. But one of the things that I do need to do is make sure that we have a good supply of stuff being produced while we're at it, because as you know, we're going to be leaving soon, so we need to make sure that we have good supplies of everything. And I'm currently just working through making up some new ammunition, so we'll take that. We'll actually dump it in the ship, and we are still currently producing absolutely shit tons of other resources, which is, yeah, it's pretty insane how much promethium we've produced, and I think we may have overkilled it a touch, but you can never have too much of something. So let us go into the New Dawn. Now I'm actually thinking whether we build this in the New Dawn, because I don't know, it just seems like I'm going to have to build it to fit this space. But the blocks are the same as Space Engineers from what I know. I think anyway, in terms of small blocks. We just have to make sure it fits through the door and make sure it's at a good height. So we need to make sure it's pretty damn low profile. If it's not low profile, then we kind of get screwed up a little bit. Okay. And also, I recently, there'll probably be a video go up before this, but I recently got myself some new screens for playing games and stuff on, and I bought two curved monitors by Samsung, and they're absolutely fantastic, and everything, whoa, seems very, very in your face on these screens now, so I might have to dim the lights down a little bit, but yeah, we'll sort that out later. So this is the power cargo, so if we ditch any of these fuel packs we have in here, and then we do have the ammunitions cargo, so we've got the flak CV cargo, there we go, ditch them in there, and then we should have the bullets over here, and look at how many bullets we actually have. I think we're going to be okay for perimeter stuff, because we have a large amount of gubbins that, yeah, I think we're going to be okay on that front. It's purely just everything else I'm kind of worrying about at the moment. Fuel, oxygen. One of you guys did suggest that I would need a lot more fuel tanks, so I might find some space on the New Dawn to try and put some reserve tanks in, so we can keep those topped up and filled up to take the slack off of the main fuel room. But we'll have to do that in a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is we need to go and check what parts we have, and I think I might try and use the support vessel as a means of producing new blocks and stuff that I might need. And I might just build it out here, because it seems quite nice out today. We don't have weather in this yet, and the weather systems that are coming in with 6.0 look absolutely amazing. But we don't have that yet, so we're kind of on another sunny day in Akua. But it's daytime. We have 4 minutes of daytime left, so we will have to get some lights at some stage. I'm literally going to ditch the flying squirrel beside where I'm going to build the new one. I'll probably start stripping off all the thrusters and stuff first. But I want to basically have like a walk in the rear ship. So you basically walk into the rear with shutters, and then you walk up and sit down, and then inside the walls, it'll be like a double skinned wall. You'll have all the defensive things you're going to need, and all that other stuff for producing new things. That's what I want to try and do. I'm just gonna put the rear of the support vessel to the back. There we go. So now we'll build the ship over here, and we'll have access to the constructor and stuff, which we will need to keep the vessel turned on to use it, but we'll sort that out in a bit. Now we do have some blocks ready, not that many, and we do have a cockpit that we may not be using. We do have some stuff currently. I've just noticed the blocks are different colours here. Was that me accidentally painting them, or what? Let's just respray them. That's weird. I never noticed that before. I need to go back through some of the old episodes and see what the hell, if those were like that before. That's strange. Right, let's get some food down us as well. Chuck on that. There we go. And we don't have much in the way of that stuff now, do we? No. We've finished off building our ammunition, so that's great. We're gonna need blocks. We could build the blocks in the constructor, so we could probably just bring some of the iron ingots with us, so we don't need to worry about the small steel blocks. That's provided I can build them in those constructors. And then we're gonna need some, there we go. So we have most of this. It is purely just the cockpit and landing gears. We want one of them, but we're also going to want some passenger seats just in case we do have any passengers at some point. And we want 4 landing gears just to make sure. Should have enough RCS, but I think we did lose some. So we'll build 2 more of them. We'll build some more thrusters, just so we've got a good ample amount. We lost oxygen tanks, so we are going to need more of them. Ramp blocks, we're also going to need, and shutter doors. We're going to need another generator. Currently we have 2 generators running off 1 fuel tank, and we're gonna build extra. Always build extra. Have another fridge. We've got plenty of cargo. We've got small ammo crates. We have guns. We just need some lights as well. But we're actually pushing the production queue at the moment to its absolute limit with the amount of things we need. Oh. There we go. Put some lights on to be built. Now, do I want a manual door? Is the other question, because I was kind of thinking you could have a shutter and then a manual door. So the shutter comes down, you step on it, walk up, and then you got a manual door. Or you have a shutter, so you walk up, and then another shutter that opens up to the manual door. So you've got this like double-skinned protection. Because if the door breaks, then I've just exposed completely. But if I've got something in the way of that prior, then that might work well. And we do have glass, but we are going to need more window blocks. There we go. Window blocks more. We could get armoured window blocks, because this thing will be an attack craft. Do we have much heavy armour blocks? What does hardened steel plates? We should have some of them. Oh, there they are. We have 89. So if we build, say... Oh wow, those take up a lot. Sweet Jesus. We'll try and go with 10. And then we'll just bulk out the front with that armour, and then the rest of them can be light. Because that's just ridiculous. I think the only thing I'm going to have trouble with this ship is because it's going to be a glass-fronted ship. If I get shot at, the glass cracks and it physically blocks your view. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to put up with and perhaps try and get over some way. Maybe double skinning the front of the ship, because the front will be the thing that's going to take the beating unless I offset the cockpit up and away. Because I've been looking at a lot of McFluffface's builds, and he's got some really nice ideas on, you know, on cockpits and stuff. And basically he has like very thin, narrow cockpits, but they're kind of raised in the centre of the ship rather than being at the very front or the very back or the underside. So I might try and achieve that and then have the lower area so you can walk around it. But this small ship that I really wanted is turning out to be quite a big ship, and yeah, that's a bit of an issue. let's turn this on. T toggles the lights on. Somebody else taught me that in the comments. And what we can do is if we go P, we can turn off the hover engines, turn those off, and then any of the thrusters as well. So if we just do an auto group, okay, we'll turn all these off because we honestly don't need them. We just need the power to be running to the ship. Don't need anything else. RCS thrusters can go off. That is everything, isn't it? Yeah, the hover engines are off, lights are RCS are off. Ungrouped, there's nothing ungrouped. So yeah, it's kind of giving off that weird view at the back. Strange. Alright, that's doing its thing now. So let's start stripping this off. Now, as I said, I want to go with the wings first, get these off, and then we can start working on the internals. I'm scared this is going to fall apart. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, physics. Ladies and gentlemen, physics. Not in action. At least these ships are quite easy to tear apart afterwards. Makes them loads easier to work with. Oh, need a reload. And the fact that I've got the tier 2 multi-tool as well means that I can strip things down like 10 times quicker, rather than having to wait and age. Let's take these feet off. And bring it down a level. It's going to rock on its side, isn't it? Yeah. Just take a little bit for the physics of stuff to get used to itself. But I guess you can use that to its advantage really, can't you? Because you can kind of use the fact that physics don't update as soon to delete a block and replace a block, and you know, it's not a bad tactic, is it, if you're trying to avoid just building stilts onto stuff all the time. It's not a bad idea at all. Well, it is really, really sad. Just to let you guys know, it's killing me to tear this apart. For a first ship, it did really well, and it's got me from A to B. And as one of you guys said, you said the first ship is just to get you round, and then you know you'll work it to death, and then you'll need a new one. And that's essentially what happened with this. I took it out, flew too close to the sun like Icarus, and just freaking got annihilated. But yeah, it's not done too bad in the process, and we can leave the core in and just build onto it. Unless we want it to be in a different place. Let's take the fuel out. And then once we've done this, and look at all the stuff we've gained back from this. There's quite a lot of stuff in there. Strip off the underside things. It's a shame you can't put hover thrusters onto small vessels so you can get them hovering up in the air while you're building them. How are you doing? You've got no enemies on the horizon either, which is good. There you go. And there we go. We're just left with a block, which I am going to, before I even forget, I'm going to put a block on the front. That is the weight faces front. Let's go and get those other blocks, and we need to also build some portable lights. I think I've got one that's the portable light's actually in the new dawn. I'll build some more and we can place them around so we can get a good view on everything. We've got loads more things now. We went through not that many. We could build a few more of these. I went with 10, so I'll get 10 more. May as well use these up. They do cost a lot, but we might as well get some. Right then. What was I doing? Work lights, that's what that was it. It's tools, and there should be at the very, he says very bottom, it's not, where are they? There we go, portable lights. We can actually get some portable work lights. These things are a little bit better, they're just posts instead, so they give light in all directions rather than just the one direction. and we probably have a shit ton of XP to spend. I haven't spent any XP since like a few episodes ago. That might unlock some cooler things. So let's go tech trees. 905. Oh wow, we are top level now. Level 20. Yeah, we're top level now. So we should definitely be able to get off this freaking planet. I think all that's left to get is a few thrusters for small ships. Oh no, I got them all. I don't think there is anything else for me to get. I've unlocked all the guns. Oh no, have I? Yeah, I've unlocked all the... Okay, so we have XP for days that we don't know what to use. Cool. Let's get these portable work lights in. Where is the little block? Here it is. What we can do is we can sort of place these, scatter them around, and these give off quite a bit of light. Look at that. Oh, yes. Nice. We can just dop them around. Try and keep them in line in a square so we can build within that square. So that we can actually see the freaking support vessel, so we can get to it when we need to craft more blocks in the eventuality that we will need to. Those are in line to that point. There we go. There we go. So we kind of need to move this into... Can we shuffle it? No. Once we get it off the ground, we can always shuffle it along. Right. So I think if we build it in the way that we would build the New Dawn, so build the top level up first, get it hovering, build the undersection. It's got to be of a similar height to this, which isn't that high at all. It's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, probably max 5 high. So I don't think it's going to happen. We're just going to have to build. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna get anything that small. We're gonna have to do that. Put the mirror plane on. Oh, there we go. Now we can just add on. Kind of thinking if we get the seat on there, the actual flight seat. Where is it? That one. These things are quite big as well. Ooh, this shall be interesting. It's going to look like a little pod with guns. Which, do I mind? Probably not. The doors are 3 wide, so it's going to have to be 3 wide either way. Can't get around that. Build some little winglets off the side. Again, we can't go too wide because it's like 3 blocks, and whatever 3 blocks is. I do think it's half a meter each small block, and then 2.5 meters per. But I ain't sure. Confirm that for me in the comments if you will, because I'm really not sure. I'm going to find out whether this is too wide anyway at some point. But if it's too wide, we'll just have to rejig it and reshuffle it. But hopefully by the end of this sort of episode, I'll have this done and out of the way, so we can get on with getting out of here. Alright, what I want to do now is I want to kind of block off this bit and maybe take the front back a bit. I've got to try and merge this all together in one, because I've used the odd thingies. Because I've used the odd blocks for ramps. I'm not going to get a perfect 2 ramp. It's gonna be a little bit longer, which means these might look a bit iffy. But we'll figure it out in a bit. Right. That there, we can probably have some thrusters on the front but we'll sort thrusters out once we've got the main body down. Where's the block? There it is. This is what I'm on about, because you've got this like weird wing section, but I think that's okay. That's probably okay. He says, not very certain of what he's done. We're gonna need that. And if we do that, or should we just do that? That way we kind of open the cockpit up to the windows that we'll have, which can probably get put in. I can leave the space for the windows and we can sort it out in a tiny second. I just want to get the main body and the main sort of section sorted. This is going to look freaking strange. Now we are going to have to put those windows in. For me to know where everything's going, we're going to need windows. So the front section's going to have to be the armoured. So if you drop that in, and drop a forward window in. Ooh. Okay. And these will have to start sloping. But will they look any good? How far does my head sit while I'm in here? That's that block, so it will have to come up one higher anyway from where I'm sitting. So I can have it 3 high. That's what I've learnt from that. I should be able to have it 3 high. So if I put those blocks down, can I still see over them? Yeah, so I'll be able to see front. I might need to put a bigger slope in on the sides so I can actually properly see downline. So if I do that, and that, and then we add these in. Oh, and add an extra one in on the side by accident. If I now jump into the craft and look left and right, I've got that flow now into that side window so I can actually see stuff, and then this will sort of encompass me, which I'm thinking will look cool, but it might not. It may not look as good as I first anticipated. And we can do that. It's kind of going to look like a flying bug. It's so weird. Let's use the drone for the rest of this. So we can actually fly rather than jump. More windows. We still have 15 of these, so we're not working through them that quickly like I thought we were gonna. Let's see if we use these on the sides. Twizzle them round. I'd have to do that, but that means I'd have to put. Okay, let's try this. Let's give it a crack. I've put the windows the wrong way around. Excellent! Alright, these need to be rotated. There we go. And we can rotate them again. And use these ones. And for whatever reason, mirroring them really derpy. Because I'm going to have to place those all separately. For whatever reason, it just does not like you doing Windows double. It's probably because they haven't sorted out its mirror planes properly. Space Engineers had that issue at one point where it was just terrible when you came to mirror windows and you had to put every last window in yourself personally, because it just wouldn't recognise the fact that the blocks were mirroring properly, and it just placed them in all these weird contorted ways. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'm wondering whether we could just window off here. So, derp. Hang on, these are the, I need the heavy ones. Let's turn those mirror planes off as well, because I'll only end up scrapping the blocks and building them again. Place, you fool! Haha! That kind of is making it look a little bit sportier than what I originally thought it was going to look. And you sort of sweep it back. That means we'll be able to see a real good view out the windows. If we put a supporting block in here, what that allows us to do is get rid of these ones and simply drop these down. So then we've got like this all-encompassing cockpit, and then just wait for it. This is the bit that will hopefully look okay. We can sort of do that. That. What we need to then do is take those out, add in normal slopes. So if we did that, and then we can, that could be the platform for our machine guns, and at least the machine guns will be pretty centralised to the rest of the ship. And we could probably have machine guns, then Gatling guns, and then some other PPUs. Oh god, mine. Just dropping shit everywhere. Gatling gun. Gatling gun. And that will mean that we've got a nice central point of fire. If we jump in the seat, we are still needing the roof putting on, but we have a better viewing angle now. We do have that cut off on the corner, which I'm not really bothered about, but we can see our guns, more importantly. And if we can see our guns, we can see where we're firing, and even if the windows crack and we can't particularly see that well, we can at least know that we're firing in the general direction of something. It's not going to have wings on this though. That's the one thing I'm trying to get round. I don't want to put wings on this thing because it'll just probably be, well, it will be too big. Unless we had folding wings that sort of retracted and stuff, that would be sick. Space Engineers or Empyrion, please, retractable wings, animated similarly to the shutters. Animate them so that they just pop out or fold or something. That'd be sick. I've made myself excited about the game. I'm like, yes, let's just get these new things in. Christ, I'd be terrible as a game developer. I'd just throw all these ideas on the table and expect every last one of them to be put into the game. I think that's one of the big issues with creative games you get like this. With creative games, yeah, there's a lot that you can do with the game, but it's keeping yourself focused on what you want mainly out of the game. Like the guys from Empyrion have said already, you know, and they are already implementing 6.0, which is the implementation of like weather systems and stuff, and that was where they wanted the game to go next. You got Space Engineers that want to push more towards getting planets working properly and optimized as best as their abilities can get them. Because I mean, yeah, you know, some people, I mean, I'll argue that this is a lot better as a game, but it's a lot more playable. I'll give it that. It's a lot more playable than some of the others. But one of the things for me is with this is you've got that spectrum of blocks that you can use. Yeah, some of them may not be usable yet. They may be kind of, you know, you may not be able to place a block down and properly use it yet or utilize it. But the point is, you've got these blocks that you can put in and they just look really cool. And even if they are just placeholders for now, I don't really care for the fact that they're placeholders. I just want to be able to use the blocks to give things a better feel to it towards a room and stuff, because it just frustrates me when you've got a large room and it's just boring to look at because you've got minimal blocks to decorate it with. And that is one of the main issues I had with Space Engineers at the time when I sort of started passing over to this. It is just the frustration not having the blocks there for you to utilise and just struggling to build with what you are given. And that's one of the things. I'll happily say, yeah, I may be good at building some stuff on this game and Space Engineers, but I can really struggle when the blocks are very limited, and that's why I push to mods as well. With this, I haven't had to push to mods yet. That's probably because it's got the same sort of Space Engineers feel with me when I first jumped into Space Engineers. There was all these blocks and I could utilise them, and once I started utilising them to their fullest potential, I started to get a little bit iffy and like, well, I need more blocks and whatever. So I'm probably going to get to the point with this as well at some point. It's just when, really. If they keep producing more and more blocks for you to use in game, I'll probably never get bored, which would be brilliant, because that'd be so great to play. Just a game that never gets old. That'd be great. But unfortunately, games do struggle a lot with keeping people, keeping the retention there. So, right, well, we got the front section done, and because I'm such a finicky builder, I take the piss, don't I, in terms of building. Some people can build a ship like this in minutes. I just fart around, and yeah, at least we've still got the production going, which is the key thing. Oh, my brain is really struggling to place these blocks in my head. I'll pick that one back up. And then I'll rotate it again. There we go. And then how tall are the doors? Did I build a door? I thought I built a door. Run back to the base, wherever the base is. It's over here. I swear I built a door. How's our production coming? Whoa! Yes! That's half an hour's production right there. We are loaded on fuel. Whew! Core blimey. We need a door, don't we? Door. Manual door. We'll just wait for this to produce, because why not? They don't take that long in these large assemblers. Oh no. Okay, these doors look like they're 3x5. 3x3? You're kidding, our character isn't like a 3x3, is he? Oh, apparently he is. Strange. I would have thought the character's bigger. He certainly looks bigger. Well, that's just me. But he does look a lot bigger than how you feel in the game. You feel massive in the game in comparison to the actual scale of the character. Let's give these some protection on the sides. And we've just got those implanted into the sides, and that is pretty cool. And that's what you'll sort of see as we're flying around. Have some thrusters around the bottoms, which we'll have to implement in a little bit at some point. And we're gonna want these filling out the floor. I'll continue it on. And oh, that's another thing. Anyone who has any sort of names, any suitable names you think that this thing could be called, give me a shout. It'd be nice to name this something again, like we've done with the other ships, something that you guys have had input in. So I don't just want to name everything. I've already named the big ship that I'm building, so I may as well give you guys the free rein with the name for this new craft. It's going to be a fighting vessel. It's going to be more of a tanky kind of vessel than anything else. But I am going to make it so that we can utilize it for survival. So I'm going to put like all the odds and ends and all the bits and bobs dotted around. Okay. Put the thrusters on. If I can freaking rotate them the right way around. Do we put them there or there? That's fine. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. And so we got side thrust. We'll need up thrust, down thrust, all the other thrusts, because this thing will have to be capable of space. Because the flying squirrel was capable of space, and if that was capable, then this has to be. We can't downgrade ourselves to something that's just a turd in comparison. And the flying squirrel got us everywhere. It goes to the moon, it got shot at the moon. It did everything. It took us around the planet a few times. It really hasn't done us that badly. Just shame it. Its tail section got completely annihilated. This is going to be where we want to start. We want to store stuff, isn't it? So if I pack out the sides, because the sides are going to be quite weak, pack out the sides with like that. We're going to want RCS in this. So let's pop some holes in behind the thrusters for the RCS. And just pop the RCS in there. So it's that one and that one. Yeah. RCS thrusters, we have 6. We may have built a few too many. They still turn quickly. There we go. So we have RCS, we have side thrust, and it's just working out the odds and ends of where we're going to put our storage and things. I want double storage all along the sides, so we'll have one there. And of course, this is so derpy that it does that. I can't really see which block it's gotten rid of. I think it's just a slope block here. What it does is, somebody was talking about this in the comments, was it will place the block in the same place location, but it will effectively delete what's in the way, because when I rotate this up and place it, it's going to place, but on the opposite side, because the mirror planes are all fucked up as well, it will it won't mirror it properly, so it turns it upside down and drops it inside and deletes the block. So you actually lose blocks doing that, and just be careful you guys doing that, because I've done it enough times, and I did it like however many times just to freaking test that was the case, and it does do it, and it's a bit weird, but you kind of get used to it and deal with it. This one, the reactors, well, the fuel pods, not that much actually. They're not doing that bad. Reactors, not doing that bad either, no. Okay. Oxygen tanks. We've kind of got like a row of things going on down here. And we'll have to have the door section at the back somewhere. We're gonna need this constructor plonking down wherever. It may suit best in the floor. Because I don't really have side space for this, because it's 3 long. Whoever designed this block, I hate you. You clearly designed this block to troll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5. So if we go with 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we'll put it here. Have it on the floor, and we'll work everything else out. That's the... okay, so that's the top. Right, so at least we can get to that quite quickly and easily. And what else do we need? Ammo box we're going to need, and a fridge. So the ammo box can go down, we only have one of them. And we only have one fridge. So those two can sort of be packed together. A seat. We don't really... I've built seats, but we don't really have the space. This ship really isn't big. We got radar. Whoa, that's ridiculous. We'll figure out some other blocks to put in. That fridge, I think, is sideways. Let's reload. Where's the fridge? Fridge. Yeah. The fridge was put in sideways. It's either that way. I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's kind of like the same either way. So at least it's mirrored nicely. Right. We're going to need an oxygen station, which is going to have to go there, isn't it? So that's fine. Oxygen station can go in. That's 2 blocks. That's 2 by 1. So that's not bad at all. O2 station. We'll get that built up. Place that down. Then we can get the roof on. Now the roof is going to be a bit of a question because we're at a height where we can walk in it now. So do we just glass off the roof, or do we put blocks? If we glass it off, it means it'll look prettier and we can see outside while we're in it and blah 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 blah. But it means that we compromise its strength. So I personally, being a guy more for beauty than function half the time, I want to go the other way. But I know what you guys are going to be like screaming at me to do. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm sorry guys, I am sorry. Because we've got this as like a walkable space, I just want to put glass on the top. Just to make it look the dog's bollocks. And those can just go into normal blocks. As we sit here, we have quite a nice viewing angle. Kind of concerned about this top angle because this is where I think we need to make that accessible with glass, because that's our 180 degree, which I always talk about and complain at with other builders. So we'll give ourselves that 180 degree and stick with my own logic. Plonk that in. Now as we look at it, there we go. So we have that full 180 swivel. We could put down in that little pocket some, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. We can kind of see low at the bottom at the front down there. And then we are going to have to sort out all the blocks in terms of their positioning. When I say positioning, I mean the way you were viewing them. Because some of them are appearing dark, and top ones are as well. Is that it? Yeah. So we can see properly out of them now. Good. Now for the roof. We want a door on the back, don't we? Which is going to have a shutter. Does all that gubbins. We do have a spare generator that we could put down, but if we depends what thrusters we use. If we use the big, heavy, super duper thrusters, the jet thrusters, we will need to put one down. If we don't, we're in the clear. So there we go. That's annoying. Oh, that's gonna really piss me off. The door that's really gonna knock me off. I guess We take that out and that out. I've only got a couple of blocks left. We'll need to get some more made. Oh, we're just placing more blocks. We'll get some more built. Should have plenty of it. Oh yeah, we have. Whoa, we have shitloads there. Where did those come from? Whoa. Okay. Just about to overproduce. Awesome. Do we do that? Or do we do that? If we do that, it means I can blend those in. Kind of blend that in. It's kind of like a dirty blend on the back end of the ship. I don't think I could live with myself. So if we do that, then it's just nasty. So, what is this block? This looks very unique. Something I haven't used yet. That's like a point, isn't it? Yeah, it's just like a spike. We could go like that and maybe taper this back section out earlier than the rest. So we could use this to give us. Oh, look at that! Yes, it's working. And we could go like that, or we could go like that, or that. That seems okay. And this space that I'm developing at the back can be partly for thrusters, partly for how the hell we get out of the ship. Let's turn my light on so I can see. Ah, that's fine. That looks okay. That won't work. What would work is I took those off, got this. You'll get a weird edge condition here, but meh. we may be able to solve that with no. That ain't gonna work. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? There you go. That's gonna be good enough on the back section. Ever so sorry for those with OCD or anything. Really sorry, not sorry at this point. I just want to kind of get this done and out of the way because I've just used the wrong block. Just used the wrong block. And that one was also wrong. That's right. What am I doing that for? If we have shitloads of thrusters, I might use to up the jet engines. They are quite long, aren't they? Oof. I mean, those would be better suited to something not of this size. Those would be better suited elsewhere. We'll use the medium thrusters. At least with these ones we can angle them out on the sides, which I don't really think we need to do in this case. We can kind of have flat ones or those ones. If we have those ones, we have to cage them off, and we've got 6, so those will be our main thrust. Yeah. Wow, it's going daytime again. It's almost been an hour. If anyone is still at this point in the video, comment, damn son, I've been watching this video for hours. I don't know, I really don't know. I've kind of got like, I don't know, like a Lego head on at the moment where you just bullshit talking while you're trying to get shit done. Oh, where did that go? I need like an inverted spike corner. Kind of like that, but not like that. Nope. I don't think I'm gonna find one. I'm not gonna find one. I'm gonna have to do this. Do this. Point it off. And do that. It just looks nasty. Just looks grim doing that. I actually hate myself for that. That's just disgusting. Doesn't look nice at all. If we did that or that, no. It's gonna have to be that, isn't it? On the bottom. How are we doing the bottom? What block we got on the bottom? Block we've got on the bottom is that. We really need to get this off the ground so we can float it up and get everything else put on. Let's put some thrusters on it. 2, 3 and 4. And we should have some of these left over. Twist them around. Drop them down. Let's get some fuel, which I know we have abundance of stock for. How much stuff have we produced? Wow. If we run out of fuel now, swear to God, something's wrong. Let's build some more of them, but my food is extremely low. Eat! Eat, DA, eat. Let's just snack on all the food without crafting it. Which isn't probably the best. Let me pick those up. Yeah, these really don't give you not much, do they? The curberries do give you a bit. So they're not that bad. They're actually quite profitable in terms of getting your hunger back, your health back up and stuff. 10, 14, 16. Might as well fill up these tanks while we're here. So take 10 each, so that means we're just going to need 20. So that's 18. If we craft this one and then stop the production. There we go. So we put 10 of these in each of the fuel tanks. Get it up off the ground. It looks weird. It does look weird. It looks like... I don't know what it looks like. Tell me what it looks like. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'm sorry if you do. Can't really do much about it now, but I am sorry either way. Oh yeah, I bet that we haven't got any of the downward thrust, have we? So it's kind of just gonna take off. I need to. I'm kind of. I'm stuck. You're going forwards one. It plonks you in the weirdest places. Hey. I'm gonna have to just deal with that. But because I'm a clever little cookie, I know we can do a 3 slope. Which will mean that's a walkable space now, rather than being a nastiness that is trapping me all the time. I do have some space at the front here, which I did have that ramp on, which I took off out of anger. There we go. Now, thrust upward thrust. That thing that I may have forgotten about. We could probably make some space for them here. That's where the RCS is, so we're going to have to do them there and there. That should give us enough thrust. However, I think we're one short. We are one short, because I'm going to need 4. And we only have 3. But I can put these within the body of the ship and kind of hide them out of sight. You didn't see anything. I do only have 3 on, but does it make much of a difference? Oh, it still stop-starts. It's rolling forwards at the moment because we don't have any braking force. So that's the next thing to solve. How is it I fixed the walking issue and then I get stuck again? So I fixed it and now I'm not fixed it. It's just that block being a dick. Stop being a dick, you dick. It seriously is just that block being a complete arsehole. Well, let's just stop that altogether, shall we? There, try it now. Let's. Can I walk out? No, because it's not recognising that. So I'm just gonna have to leave those blocks as such, so I can physically. Oh my god! Is it the way that the ship's angled? Is that the reason I can't get out? Yeah. How annoying. Okay. Front thrust. Front thrust. Words. Mouth. Okay. How are these gonna fit? We may only be able to get the one on. So let's rotate this one, drop it in, and then just cover it over, jump in, and give it a fly. So it's functional. How much fuel do we have? 416 minutes worth of fuel. Nice, 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 nice. Whoa, it's very bright on the bottom. We will need to cover up the bottom with some stuffies. We got wall sections, haven't we, which are thin. This can follow all the way down to the very end. Take those off. We're gonna need to put landing gears on. Also, there's another thing. One more thing. Landing gears, 8. Quite big. Flat ones ain't that bad. But I have kind of just tore through the floor thinking, oh, I'm going to need to do that. But I don't. Have those there. And the clamp style ones need to go somewhere. Oh, is this like a big clamp? Oh, it is. Ooh. Now we're going to need some small. Some like the tier ones, the ones that are only 1 block in size. So those ones are the big ones. We're gonna need these, that, and 2 of those. They shouldn't cost too much. I'm just worried about how long they're gonna take to make. No, they're not that bad. Ain't that bad at all. Once we've done this, we can set this constructor on its way to making lots and lots of varying sizes of power. We may have a lot more hydrogen, so 46 hydrogen bottles. That should produce some fusion power. So, like any person, we spam the living crap out of what we need. Let's put some feet on this so we can actually lock it down. So there we go. Oh, it's like a 2x1 in it. So put that there. We are going to need a bit of a ledge going along there. The underside. Is it moving forwards? The ship is the hell ship. It just doesn't want to be built. It wants to fly away and run off into the sunset. Why did it just fall? Okay, it's just sat itself back down, so it's not wasting fuel. Cool. Ramp blocks. We have a ramp block. These ones. Can we get one that's a bit of a steeper angle? That one's kind of like the correct angle, but we can't really place it because of a thing called block placement. What we do want to do. Yes, look at that. It's got the perfect ramp size to go open and close now, so we can actually just walk up onto it, and we can get rid of that there. So we can just open this like a freaking alien and just jump on. Happy days. Bossed in. Okay, I'm going to leave it here, and what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to add a little like a glass roof onto this thing, onto this little shuttle. Give it a bit of a fly around. Try and put some more front thrust onto it because we're obviously not stopping and it kind of rolls forwards a little bit, so I'll sort that out in off camera. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has been interesting. If you have a name for the new vessel that I'm standing in, then give me a shout, tell me what you think it should be called, and I'll happily look at all the names and see which one suits it suitably. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.